Hey guys, PixelBeaver here, and welcome back to a new series that we're going to be doing. This is Bukkit plugin tutorials. If you don't know what Bukkit is, it is a type of Minecraft server that allows you to, make plugins for it and download plugins, which are pretty much like mods. They just modify things on a server. So, to get started, there are two main things that you need to download. I'm assuming that you already have Java. Okay, so you're gonna open your favorite web browser of choice, and in the top you're gonna actually you don't even have to do that. You can just you're gonna click on Mars Eclipse, and you're gonna go to the download page. You do not want the one for Java EE developers. You want the one for Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Here's where you'll need to know what bitrate of Java you have. I always forget. If you know, to click on what one you need, but it's safe to do 32-bit. That's the default. And you're gonna go to download, and that will download. If you get an error screen, sometimes like a white page will come up with just some text saying like only members can log in to download this, and that'll have a link to log in. That doesn't work. Just hit back and then go to one of the mirror websites, which will be down below the main download, and just click on one of those. And now you're going to want to go to getspigot.org. There we go. And CraftBukkit was down a while ago. It was illegally distributed, I believe. So now Spigot is hosting the file for it. So if you want to get Spigot, which is just it's said to be a faster version of CraftBukkit, you can. But I just like CraftBukkit. That will take another few minutes to download. In the meantime, you're going to want to create a new folder. Move that over here. Wait, right there. There we go. And you're gonna rename it something like server. I'm gonna name it. No wait, dang it. I'm gonna name it tutorial server. And inside of it, you're gonna want to put a new text document called start. This will be our file that starts the Bukkit server, like with a Minecraft server. So what you type in here is java-xms 1024m-xmx. There we go. 1024m-jar craft bucket underscore server.jar no GUI. Then you're gonna go to save as. Oh, by the way, these numbers, this is how much RAM this is gonna run with. This is 1 gigabyte by 1 gigabyte, so it'll run at about 2 gigabytes RAM. And if you know how much RAM your computer has, then you can adjust that accordingly. But you're gonna be running other stuff with this, so I like to keep it at a low value. So now you're gonna do save as all files, and you're gonna name it start.bat. This is a Windows batch file, and this will open up one of the command prompts, and it will just start the server. Okay, so now you're gonna want to open another file explorer tab. You can go to your downloads, get CraftBukkit server, and drag it in here. This will usually be a Java system or Java symbol on the left hand side of it. I am using WinRAR, so it looks like that. So you're just gonna double click the start file. This is gonna load all the libraries, as it says. That'll take a few minutes. So let's get in the meantime, let's get our Eclipse set up. We also need to go into the downloads. Oh yeah, actually, let's do this while we're here. You're going to change this EULA to true. That means that you're accepting the agreement to the EULA. The link is there, so you Might want to read that. I don't know. Your choice. And then, so yeah, another File Explorer tab. Go to Documents and Eclipse Java. Yeah, this one. That'll be a zipped file. So you can just copy that to the desktop. It'll take a little bit of time. And then in here, if you run the server again, it's going to generate a lot more files that are all pretty much server settings. So you can just let that load. And this is almost done. Okay, see, it's preparing the spawn area. These errors are fine. We can address them later. So now you can just type stop. It'll save everything, and it'll stop the server. If you go back into here, you'll see all these new files. These are YML, JSON, and .properties files. You might want to change it so you open those with Notepad. Otherwise, it'll just show a blank file type. Okay, so Eclipse IDE is finished downloading. So you can open this up, and it'll say Eclipse Mars, and the first thing it's going to do is ask you where you want to save your workspace. If you have a specific location set where you want to keep these, you can do that. I'm probably just going to go... I'm going to make a new folder called plugins, and I'm probably just going to save it there. Desktop. This keyboard's weird. The backslash is so far up. Slash plugins. Okay. So this is almost finished loading. Let's go back. Oh, here we go. So it's gonna have this welcome tab. You can just go out of full screen, pressing that button, and then and then you can just X out of there. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is pay attention to this Package Explorer area, and you're gonna create a new Java project. That'll be your plugin. I'm gonna name this Tutorial 1. You can name it something like Logger, because that's what we're gonna be working with today. Don't adjust any other settings. Just make sure that you have the most recent Java. Okay, so now we're gonna need to make this so that it reads programming from the CraftBukkit server. So you go to build path, configure build path, libraries, add external jars, and then tutorial server CraftBukkit _ server, apply. Okay, and see that made this new reference libraries. See, this has a lot of different things. Okay, so under the source, you're going to want to make a new package. The usual way that you do this is com dot, then pretty much your website backwards. Since I'm not assuming that everyone has a website, you can just do com dot your Minecraft username, PixelBeaver dot plugins. That'll work, and then you're gonna hit this new Java class file. Make sure that is highlighted, and make sure that it's in that package, and then you can call this Logger. Okay, so this is gonna build a little area. This is just the basic file setup for you. So the first thing that you're gonna want to do is make this a Java plugin. So you're gonna type extends Java plugin on the third line, and then you're gonna import this to org.bukkit.plugin.java. So now you're going to right there. You can just hit Control S to save the file every once in a while. That's just smart. Or you can press this up there if that shortcut doesn't work. And you're gonna type in. So pretty much every plugin needs to have the same first things. This you need a plugin description file, and this is a variable, so you can name it whatever you want. This part, okay, actually first import this. So this part is a variable. You can name that whatever you want. I like to name it PDF file, because plugin description file, you know. And that equals get description. So that this will get the description of the plugin. it's a file that we will make later. Now you're going to type logger, another variable. You can just call this logger equals get logger. These, this like get logger and, why doesn't that work? Oh, okay, so first, you're gonna type in public void on enable. So this is whatever is inside of these curly braces will run when the logger, when the plugin is enabled. I don't know why that isn't working, but let's just make a few spaces there. Wait, why is this so far up? Okay, so logger. Okay, let's import this to the right place. Oh wait, oh, it's because we named our class logger. Okay, so you're gonna want to highlight that and say something like plugin logger, and then you can rename compilation unit to pluginlogger.java. Okay, so now you'll have the option to import this. Wait, after we type the variable logger equals get logger, and then hover over that and import it at java.util.logging. Okay, so now so yeah, I'm pretty sure these are called methods, maybe something else, but if you have a basic knowledge of Java, you should know. Of course I don't. Okay, so now we're gonna log something in the command prompt when the server starts, like we saw earlier. So we're gonna go logger.info. Oh, whoops. Logger.info, and you can just press enter because it has that already filled out. And then this is a string up here. It's a string message. So inside of these quotes, strings are always inside of quotes, and strings are basically just strings of text. So you can do has been enabled, and before that we're gonna type pdf file.getName plus. So this is gonna say pdf file.getName. So plugin logger has been enabled, and so that will, yeah, as I said earlier in the command prompt, that will tell us that it's been enabled. So now we're gonna say public void on disable, and you're pretty much doing the same exact thing. Plugin description file pdf file equals get description logger. I probably spelled that. Oh no. Get logger logger.info pdf file.getName plus space has been enabled. Okay, so now if we run, actually first we're gonna have to Control S, save that. Now you can do, okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to make that plugin description file, otherwise it won't work. So we're gonna make new file plugin.yml. All plugins require this file. I have it so that it opens with Notepad. Usually it'll just open a file editor as a new tab in the Eclipse IDE. So in here you're going to type in main, and that's going to be your package. In my case it's com.pixelbeaver.plugins, and then you're going to do dot plugin logger, or the name of your main class. Now you're going to type in version. You can edit this as you wish, it doesn't really matter. You don't even need a version, it'll just say warning, warning, you should add a version. Now, sorry, I'm recording this in the morning. I woke up like half an hour ago. It's terrible. But yeah, now you're gonna type name, and this is just gonna be plugin logger, as you could have named that the package, I think, or just logger. I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna name it plugin logger. And now you're gonna need a description. It isn't required, but it's nice to have. So logs info about the plugin. So, and then, yep, that's all we need for now. So we're going to go File, Save, I'm going to exit out of this. We're going to press F5 to refresh it, so that it saves everything in here. If you're on a laptop, that would be Function F5. And now you're going to right-click Tutorial, or whatever you named it. You're going to hit Export. You're going to, under Java, you're going to double-click jar file. You don't have to edit this. You can get rid of these. It doesn't actually affect anything. And then we're going to go to our plugins folder in the server that we have, and we're going to name this plugin logger and finish. So now we can minimize that. As you can see in our tutorial server, in our plugins, we have that. Once again, that would be a Java symbol if you don't use WinRAR. And then you can now open up your Minecraft, log in, and then you can run the server with the start, and then you can just minimize that, wait for Minecraft to load, and although I'm running Minecraft 1.8, this works for any Minecraft version 1.8 plus. You can refresh it. You can refresh it again. But yeah, so you can just join this. It will log you in. Okay, and here we go. Oh, a new Optifine version is available. It's amazing. Okay, so you can do /pl or /plugins, and that'll show that we have our plugin logger plugin loaded. We have nothing in game that this will affect yet, so we're going to go to the server box, and in here we have we're gonna look for where. Okay, look, plugin logger has been enabled. So now if we reload it, ignore that console error. See, it'll say disabling. So plugin logger has been disabled. I think we forgot to put that in. Oh, we did enabled again. Let's edit that. So yeah, you're gonna change this to say it has been disabled. You're gonna export that. Jar file, finish, okay, overwrite it, then reload it, and then reload again. Has been disabled, has been enabled. So now you can stop the server, you can close out of your Minecraft, and there you have it. Now you have a simple plugin logger that pretty much every plugin will be. It complements any plugin. So that's pretty much the basics to plugin plugin programming. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. Remember to drop a like or even subscribe down below for more future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.